Try take two, A marker.
3, 2, 1, action! It's a world that I understand, and I'm thrilled to be on the other side of the camera helping to bring together. And run, go!
Whatever that cosmic glue is that binds them.
What was that?
Very fertile territory to play with.
It's very celebratory of what cinema can do. The way that you can transport an audience and be transported as an audience.
Circle! Go!
We're dealing with comic book characters, you know what I mean? But yet you have to anchor yourself in some kind of truth and find a place for the authenticity. And I love the comedy. There's lots of nice little comedy undertones in there, as well as these fantastic action sequences.
Action! One of the big sequences, really, in the first act, is Cletus Cassidy, who we think is going to die by lethal injection. He's on the gurney. Strange tendrils coming out of his body now. Strange tendrils. The shots. It's starting to run. Run!
We have all this glass being blown out. We got our man flying out.
I'll come out of this window over here, this railing. Hopefully, it won't hit the railing and crash into Andy here.
He then turns into Carnage, and we see the birth of Carnage. Run, go! It's a very, very rich, fertile ground for exploring character within a great big visual effects extravaganza.
Bound up with that was, how do we shoot them? How do we shoot this movie? Fortunately, Bob Richardson, who is a very dear friend of mine and I'd worked with before, just having him on board to shoot this was just great.
Best DP in the business. And it's very hard to get Richardson to do a movie. But he loves Andy, and the rest is history.
There's a heightenedness to it, but it's also photographically, those CG characters feel real. And now in visual effects has taken Bob's cinematography and integrated those CG characters into the world. It was crucial to get the lighting right so that they all existed, seamlessly in one world, and you weren't ever thinking, oh, these are CG or cartoony characters.
Camera. 3, 2, 1, tendril!
We did spend some time in the Imaginarium Studios working on the character of Carnage, because one of the things that I wanted to do was to find a physical vocabulary for Carnage that was entirely different to Venom. If you think about Venom as an entity, a physical entity, he's like a sort of quarterback, an American footballer and rugby player, a very strong, big, broad shoulders, heavy weight. We wanted Carnage to be the opposite of that. So he's asymmetrical, and he can create any shape and almost like take Venom's energy and displace it.
Carnage is mellifluous, sinewy, and he extrapolates from the air and the cosmos what he needs to be to grow like roots.
His walk is amazing. You believe that no one can beat him. So did Venom.
This is much worse than I thought. That is a red one. Wow.
Red one.
We should leave immediately.
And cut. Great.
The hardest scene to write is Act 3, is the cathedral scene. We're doing so much in that final set piece.
Oh, forever hold very.
Where is she?
Each character in that sequence needs their own final moment. You have Anne, you have Dan, you have Shriek and the cop that she's been chasing, and Cletus and Carnage and Eddie and Venom.
The scenes with the full cast, those are always the best. We've had some really nice, smaller, more intimate scenes, but when you've got a lot of the action going on, the full cast is involved, the energy just goes through the roof.
and they're all kind of battling through this chaos while the world is kind of falling apart around them.
Together we are the Lethal Protector!
In these movies, the digital characters have got to act. They've got to seriously act.
It kind of thrusts out of your chest, which is pulling your arms down.
Andy Serkis, he used to be a director on the English stage, the classic Shakespeare and so on. And I think it lifted the level of pathos.
Don't forget me, Eddie. It really feels great to have my buddy Andy there. I mean, as an actor, he's hyper prepared, he is meticulous, he is 100% committed. And there's also something about the way Andy directs you that he affirms you constantly, and you always feel like anything you do, it's a safe space. He's shedding light, but in a way that is always affirming, you know, he sheds light on a new path.
Okay, here we go. Action!
It's been, you know, a roller coaster of a ride of a shoot.
3, 2, 1, go!
Character moments.
Pussy.
Excuse me? Stunts. Intimate, beautiful, emotional beats. Big action sequences. To enter into this level of fan-based franchise world is it's a big responsibility.